Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm glad to see a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces in the room. Last year, we discussed with you the 10 imperatives of quality client service. And in a similar vein, we wanted to share with you how to effectively use Stites and save on attorney fees. I don't know if any of you know Ken Gish in our Lexington office. He is an environmental attorney. But Ken said, "Why are you telling them this?" So I thought that was funny. But what we are telling you is very helpful. A lot of it will be common sense, but it's worth repeating because it can save you attorney fees. So the key to maximizing our services and saving you money is effective communication. And that seems obvious, but lots of times what one person can be saying and the other person is hearing, it may be a disconnect. So we can talk a lot, but it's got to be effective. And when we are talking with you, it's best to inform us up front what type of communication that you prefer, be it calls, emails, summaries, monthly reports, weekly reports. Let us know your preferred method of communication. Let us know how frequently you want that communication and how much detail that you want as well. Do you want a breakdown of every pleading that is filed? Do you want a summary of every case cited by opposing counsel? What do you want in terms of the flow of information that can best help you and help us practice the case best? We don't want to overwhelm you with information, but we certainly don't want to make you feel that you are abandoned either. We would also like you to assist us in understanding your business, your needs, and your goals. Now, for a business, obviously with client and lending institutions, we understand that. But it's also really helpful for you to discuss with us if there is something intricate about the borrower or the opposing party's business that we should know about. For instance, if the borrower is a hotel who does most of its business, money-making business in the summer or the fall, that's something you should share with us. If there are nuances in the business relationship between you, the client, and the borrower, let us know that so that we can best approach the situation effectively. Also, inform Stites of any changes in your needs. This includes if you no longer have certain time constraints that you thought you needed something addressed right away. Because if something can be slow walked and it turns out that the need is not pressing, we don't want to waste legal services and your time getting something together that maybe you realize by next week you don't need after all, or the circumstances should change. So let us know that right away. And if your goals change in any way, let us know. Even between dog and man, even the most symbiotic relationships, there can be misunderstandings. So let us know if your goals change so that we can tailor our legal services to meet those specific goals effectively. One of my favorite quotes is, "Stites will move heaven and earth for you, but let us know if you only want to shovel a little dirt." I guess with United Airlines, I'm sure everyone knows who Dr. David Dow is by now. I'm sure their counsel would like to have their turning back the hands of time. I read last night, this is so interesting, that Dr. Dow has already hired a guy named Thomas Demetrio, who is a specialty in plaintiff product liability, airplane crashes, and commercial litigation, who has collected over $1 billion with a B dollars for his client at this time. So I think United is going to have its hands full in the next little bit. Our job is to ensure that we understand your goals and you understand our legal strategies, and that is what we are meeting for you. So that is why that communication needs to be ongoing the entire time of our relationship. And one of those parts of the communication is addressing with us all potential problems. and issues that may come up in the case. You've got to share your dirty laundry with us. Eventually those issues are going to bubble to the surface of the case anyways. So go ahead, tell us those areas where we could experience problems, and we can address those head on efficiently, because if we know those pitfalls, we're going to avoid miscommunications. It's going to decrease costs for you. It could prevent embarrassment, and it's going to promote trustworthiness with the court, which goes a long way. So some of the benefits of this ongoing dialogue with Stites is it's going to improve efficiency in the legal services we provide. We can get the right question to the right person on the first try, and it's going to improve the success rate of your case. The dialogue is also important at the end of the case. We want to know from you how we served you, what we did well, what we could do better. That way we can learn from you and continually improve the legal services that we provide. Also, responding promptly when we reach out to you, and us responding promptly when you contact us, will save you attorney fees. This could avoid a lot of maybe unnecessary communications between Stites and opposing counsel, or unnecessary motions being filed by opposing counsel. So when you meet with us face-to-face in a conference call, it's best to come prepared with questions that you may have for us and that you may anticipate we could ask, so that you will have that information for us. It's great when you can gather documents and provide them for us what we need, because as you know, most cases can be boiled down just to a couple of legal documents. So providing us with what we need without us having to search through a huge loan file where we may not need everything is going to save you money. So prep time will be a very effective way for you to save attorney fees. Reviewing and organizing those documents before you get to us is going to move along the meeting faster, and it's going to save you money. That way we can get to the more important matters. So as you can see, a lot of what I have said is common sense. But these points are so worth considering when you reach out to us in the beginning, so that we can most effectively provide you with the legal services at the value that is proper.